Hi guys, so back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Shakira. Thank you for clicking on this video and I hope you enjoy the video and like, comment, subscribe, do the usual thing. So this video is going to be about the differences between a paralegal and a trainee solicitor. Literally down to basics, get into the responsibilities and duties of a paralegal and a trainee solicitor. What I find is that a lot of people are confused as to what a paralegal is and what they actually do. Those of you that watch Netflix and you've watched Suits or How to Get Away with Murder, it shows law students and paralegals. From Suits, you've got Donna, she was a legal secretary, but I think she also did some paralegal roles. And also you have Rachel, who was played by Megan, and she was a paralegal. So yeah, you from those shows, like, you have a little bit of an understanding as to like what paralegals are and what they do. Yeah, let's get in there. So I'll start off with a paralegal. Paralegal is someone that is fully qualified through education, so that means a law degree or a qualifying non-law degree. They may have done a master's or they've done the GDL, which is the law conversion. Basically, they're qualified through university, however they're not yet qualified as an actual solicitor. So responsibilities of a paralegal would be to assist the lawyers. Usually they do have quite a large caseload, and it can be dependent on whether the paralegal's working at a high street law firm or a big city law firm. It's literally dependent on the law firm that they're working at as to the duties that they'll undertake. However, I'm just giving like a general overview here, so I don't want you to take like what I'm saying word for word as to what you would do in that role. But yeah, so basically you would assist in preparing bundles, drafting legal documents, so that could be a claim form, a defence, a witness statement. All of those would be overlooked by a supervisor, and supervisor would be a qualified lawyer. So that's assisting, preparing stuff. You could be arranging meetings with clients, witnesses, and it's literally you're just doing work to assist the lawyer, and everything is basically training, and that will help you when you move forwards to be a trainee solicitor. And when you are a fully qualified lawyer, I'd say when you become a paralegal, it's like every law graduate's dream job, because that's the first job that you'd want. It is a job as a paralegal and then to do your training contract. Usually firms do want you to have some experience, I don't know, about 6 to 12 months experience as a paralegal, so you actually just like you understand how a law firm works and the type of duties and tasks that you'll be expected to do. It gets you ready for the next stage. It's like with medicine and like a doctor, how you have nurses. A doctor would not be able to do their job so seamlessly if they didn't have the assistance of nurses, and that's like in the legal aspect with a paralegal and lawyers. The lawyers would not be able to do their jobs to such a high standard without the paralegals, because we literally help them, assist them. Paralegals are literally like the backbone, and you do a lot, and I will speak about like what I do as a paralegal in a different video. But yeah, in this video I just want to give like a general overview of a paralegal. So I hope that has like given you some understanding as to the role of a paralegal. So a trainee solicitor is classed as a fee earner, and a trainee solicitor is someone that's undertaking a 2-year training contract at a law firm to become a qualified solicitor, and they're doing their training, and that's actually regulated by the SRA, which is the Solicitors Regulation Authority. and also the firm. Sort of like at uni, when people on some courses they go on placement and they do their training, and it's like through the degree, that's how they become qualified when they've actually finished university, whereas for law it's a bit different. So trainee solicitors, they're undertaking their training contract and they have 4 different seats. I think it varies between law firms. However, yeah, usually it's 4 6-month seats. Then seats are basically trainee goes to different departments within the firm for 6 months, and that's just so they can understanding and knowledge in different areas of law and working in literally just different areas for their training, and then they'll choose the area that they want to qualify in. That's the overview as to a trainee solicitor and what that is. So now I'm going to move on to what the duties and responsibilities of a solicitor is. So with a trainee solicitor, it's very similar to that of a paralegal. Usually they're undertaking the exact same tasks. However, I would say that with a trainee solicitor, they'll be arranging client meetings, they'll be attending those meetings, they'll be preparing legal documents, and all of that would again be looked at by a lawyer, because they're not fully qualified as of yet. That's what they're doing, they're training to be qualified. So yeah, undertaking the same tasks, less administration tasks than a paralegal. They will prepare documents for court, they'd be able to attend court. So yeah, just doing the same type of things. However, they're actually doing their training so that they are qualified. So by the end of the 2 years, they will then be a qualified solicitor. Whereas for a paralegal, that's just an actual job. It's not until you then get a training contract or you go down the Silex route, which is another way to qualify. And there's also the SQE as well, but that is a video for another day. So those are differences between a paralegal and a trainee solicitor. Obviously there will be differences between pay, and yeah, they're completely 2 different jobs. Pay can vary depending on the location, and that's with trainee solicitors, and that's also with paralegals, because you've got paralegals that are very experienced, but then you've also got like new paralegals that could have no experience or literally just 6 to 12 months experience. It just depends. This is just a short video, and as I said, this is just what I know of a paralegal and a trainee solicitor. All firms are different and would get their paralegals or trainees to do different things. So yeah, don't take this as a like that is, as I said earlier, that's what I will be doing. That's not the case. You could have completely different tasks too. I don't think it'd be completely different, but a varied amount of tasks to what I've just said in this video. So what I'm going to just add to it now is, but from my own personal opinion, and it's just as to being a paralegal. So I genuinely believe that working as a paralegal, you gain so many skills, like invaluable skills that you will literally take throughout your legal career. The interpersonal skills that you learn because you're liaising with lawyers, clients, or literally varied people on a daily basis. So that develops your interpersonal skills, your communication skills. You've also got the legal knowledge because you're drafting, researching, preparing legal documents. So that gives you the legal knowledge and aspects. You understand how a firm actually operates, the expectations, the standards. Whereas if you've not worked as a paralegal and you go straight from uni and you've done your degree, you do your masters, and then you go straight into a training contract, you don't have that prior experience. So sometimes people can think that when you've actually been a paralegal for a number of years, it might put you at an advantage to those that haven't. And it varies. It really is dependent on the person. However, you'll be a lot more aware of how things run at a law firm, and also your commercial awareness. Like, that literally develops and just expands because of the conversations that you're hearing and having at your workplace, which is at your firm. Also say that the experience that you gain as a paralegal adds as like a stepping stone to literally like your next stage, which is to become a trainee solicitor. And the reason as to why I say that is because of everything that you're learning. So you're managing a high caseload, you're doing administration tasks, you're doing billing, you're working towards strict deadlines, you're multitasking, all of these different things that firms look for and ask about in applications and stuff. So that just, it makes you, all the things that you're doing, you do that on a day-to-day basis, so that's the norm to you. So when you're now filling out applications, you should be able to use like numerous examples from both legal and non-legal to answer those questions and answer them to a high standard that some of these firms are looking for. So I think it's quite good in that way because you learn a lot and you just have a lot to speak about. So I would highly recommend working as a paralegal before moving on to the next stage, so you just gain that insight and that experience. So that's the end of this video, and I hope that you've left the video having some knowledge and understanding as to the differences between a paralegal and a trainee solicitor. I keep on doing this a lot, but as to the two, and I hope the video was useful, insightful. Any other videos and content that you'd like me to speak about, then just leave comments down below and I'll have a look at that. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was useful, I hope it helped. Please comment, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.